It is money that comes largely from settlements with a number of companies whose building materials may have caused some of the 165 deaths here in May of 1977.
There is no question this was a tragedy that should not have occurred. When there's a tragedy like this, there's no compensation that you can get to ever take away the hurt and the pain.
And though the lawsuits may now be over, the Beverly Hills legacy remains in communities across the tri-state. The tragedy may have had no greater impact than it had here in northern Butler County. 13 people died in the fire from this area, 3 from Jacksonburg alone, population 52.
I looked back and saw the flames coming through the doorway, and that's when people started moving more rapidly toward the exit.
Ken Hackler was one of the lucky ones. He and his wife made it out of the club, but the other 7 Edgewood School faculty members and 6 spouses who got together that night to celebrate one's retirement did not.
I couldn't help but recall a comment from one of the teachers that was invited to go, but refused to go because, quote, it was a fire trap.
The 13 deaths devastated this mostly farming community. If you lived here, it was virtually impossible not to have known one or more of the victims.
It had a great impact on me as I began to see that night on television, and within a couple hours, names beginning to roll from this fire and all.
It has been 9 years, but the people of towns like Jacksonburg and Trenton do not forget. 2 scholarship funds in memory of those who died continue today.
Even though the plan was that money would be awarded to deserving Edgewood students throughout the next 4 or 5 years, it's 9 years later, and we still have substantial funds that we're able to award to students every year.